Hey guys, it's Nick with the Whip Shop. A few weeks ago I had a returning customer who had previously purchased a snake whip, and he contacted me and said he likes the whip, and he asked me if I had ever made any horse whips, particularly riding crops. And I told him no, I haven't, and he asked, would you be willing to make one custom for me? And I said, I don't know, I've never made one before, so I don't know if it's fair to you as a customer to pay for something that it's my first time making. And he said, no, I have faith in your craftsmanship. I got your snake whip right here. I'm willing to give it a shot. So I said, okay, with that understanding, I'd be happy to make you one. So this is what I came up with. This is a horse whip, or more often known as a riding crop. And it has a 3/16 inch spring steel handle that runs the whole length. And the nice thing about spring steel is you can bend it, but it always goes back true to the straightness at which it originated. So there is a 6-plat herringbone that runs the full length of the crop, and this part on the handle is 8-plat diamond, 2 7x6 Turk's head knots for the end there. These two knots are identical, and a little wrist loop. There's a 5x4 Turk's head here towards the little leather strap here at the end. It's about 10 or 11 ounce cowhide that I used for that. And I used a tutorial, I loosely followed a tutorial put out by the Paracord Guild to make this little crop. And there is a link in the description if you'd like to give it a shot yourself. Now there's a lot of controversy out there concerning horse whips, particularly these riding crops, because it is a whip that is in fact used to touch the animal. A bull whip, a snake whip, and a stock whip, it's the sound that's moving the animal, but with a riding crop you are making contact with the animal. Does that mean that you're supposed to beat the animal and be inhumane? Absolutely not, and that's where the misconception comes in. A lot of people were saying in the videos that I was watching when I was doing a little bit of research on these, they say that the horse's skin is very, very delicate, it's very thin, and using a crop like this will cause abrasions and bruising to the horse, and it's just terrible and inhumane. And I disagree with that, because anything you have in your hand, if it's hard enough, can be used inhumanely. You don't have to take this riding this riding crop and just beat the horse with it. That's not what it's intended for. These are used for a training aid, to lightly tap and coax the animal to do something you want it to do. If it's running slowly, you want it to speed up, you tap the side of the animal. You don't beat it. It's not meant for punishment. It's meant for a training aid, to coax the animal to do something that you want it to do. So that's where I see the misconception there. If you beat the animal with anything, you're not supposed to do that. You shouldn't do that. I don't condone doing that. So here it is, first time I've ever made one of these riding crops. It was a lot easier to make than a bullwhip, a lot less work, but I hope you guys like it. Maybe I'll start making some equine whips in the future. We'll see. If you're interested in the tutorial that I used to make this, there's a link in the description for it. Thanks for watching, guys.